Okay, everyone, get excited because the world has been blessed with yet another Tanacon video by Michael Weist, also known as Segway Guy. Now, I never normally give attention to someone if they're like being incredibly like delusional about the same topic over and over and over again. But there's one thing with Michael Weiss that's just so beautiful, watching him like rewrite history with TanaCon, blame everything on Tana. And I've just never seen someone be so like sheltered and someone so arrogant in a way, and like the world has just done him so wrong kind of thing. But anyways, we're gonna get to this new video. It has just dropped today. It's called Tanacon, the lessons I wish I knew. It has 59 views. Oh my goodness. Tanacon changed my life forever. It was one of the biggest moments of my career, and clearly probably the only one, which is why he keeps fucking talking about it. I know what I'm gonna watch tonight. I'm gonna watch The Greatest Showman. I've been thinking all fucking day, what am I gonna watch tonight? I'm gonna watch The Greatest Showman. Wow. Second the stream's over, I'm going to the shop. I'm getting salted popcorn. I'm coming back. I'm going to sit on my sofa and I'm going to watch The Greatest Showman. And I'm going to be singing all night long. Anyways, I don't know why that made me think of it. But anyways, Michael Weiss, tonight, isn't it morning? It's 2 a.m. Trust. My favorite thing about Michael Weiss is that he also has been posting like spam on like TikTok and all about Tanacon as well. And the comments are like, the party's over and he's still here. You know what I mean? One of the hardest lessons I ever had to learn. I was young, ambitious, and trying to build something bigger than myself. But I didn't have the tools, the experience, or the emotional awareness to handle what came next. Well, why the fuck did you do it then? And not only that, but like, you're acting like you were doing this off the goodness of your heart. You were, number one, an adult. And number two, you would have, in theory, made so much money doing this. You took the money out, yes, but you would have made so much in ticket sales and so much in merchandise and all the rest that you're acting like you weren't doing this for profit. For profit. For profit. I was a people pleaser. I was scared of saying no. Scared to let Tana down. Scared to let Tana down. You were hired. Both of you were not on the same. He was a 22-year-old kid, famously quoting him. You and Tana were not on the same playing field. Number one, she was younger than you. If anyone was the kid, it was her, but really neither of you were. But also, you were hired by her. You cannot keep blaming her. Oh my God. I just wanted external validation. Oh my God. And to make Tana happy so that she would love me. Are you fucking serious? He boasts that he is an influencer talent manager and one with they've never seen a talent manager so amazing. Michael Weiss, almost good. He's almost, and you're saying that, but then you're saying that you're working with a client just to make them love you and for validation. I don't think you can be the greatest. Show it's everything you ever want. It's everything you ever need, and it's here right in front of you. This is where you want to be. Actually, do I want to watch The Greatest Showman? No. I just realized that the like first fucking like hour of The Greatest Showman is so fucking boring. Like the first 30 minutes specifically. Yeah, never mind. I'm not going to watch The Greatest Showman. Taking suggestions for other movies though. Maybe I'll just listen to the soundtrack, you know what I mean? Anyways, I built from a broken place. I thought this was the most successful in the entire world. La La Land. Ooh, that's good. See, I've never watched High School Musical, and I don't want to like pay attention to a movie. I like want to watch one that I've already watched. Scream. I don't know. La La Land is the best one so far. Coraline. Ooh. I'm thinking of the rats dancing when they're all dancing in the circle. Maybe Coraline. Coraline's a good one. You guys are genius. Corpse Bride. Sorry, let me get back on your video. We'll talk about this after. Looking back, there's so much I wish I knew about boundaries, about trust, about fame. Okay. Girl, you purposely put yourself on the fucking Dr. Phil show after. And about myself, what happened to Tanacon broke me down, leading to addiction, obesity, PTSD, bankruptcy, and the complete destruction of my sense of self. But it also was the catalyst of my growth and my healing. In this video, I'm sharing the lessons I wish I knew. Lessons about responsibility, ego. Don't you dare tell me he's going to lecture me on ego. Forgiveness and self-love. Trust, we know that you got that self-love down. Maybe I will listen to your advice there, Jesus. My hope is that my story keeps someone else or helps someone else navigate their own journey with compassion and awareness that I wish I had. Girl, I'm actually really excited to hear what he has to say.
What happened after?
Oh my God, the text on the screen is back. This is fucking amazing.
And I apologize to everyone that was...
All right. Whoa. He's kind of fast as fuck like this.
Impacted by my mistake. I'm done living in the past, but I released Tanacon. Darkest point...
Ho! You're done living in the past? Bitch. Bitch. What do you mean?
In my life, and I don't want to ever go back there, ever. I don't really care about people's opinions like that. I didn't deserve that.
This fucking text on the screen is so ridiculous.
You're not defined by your past. You're not defined by your trauma. You're defined by who you choose to show up as in the world. And I'm sorry that my decisions and my immaturity and all of my problems affected you. That no matter how dark it gets, no matter how bad we have it, there's a way forward. And there's a way to move out of that darkness and to see light. I
love his earrings.
Proud of what I learned from Tanacon. If I can do it, you can do it. Tanacon, the lessons I wish I knew. Good morning.
I'm so obsessed with him. I swear to God, I think he's posted like 5 videos about Tanacon within the last like week. And I'm fucking eating it up. I'm the only one. This has about 40 views.
Hi. So the last few weeks, I've been kind of going...
He needs that...
viral on TikTok.
60 views, 2,000 views. This is my favorite one. The truth about chasing success, where he looks like Tyler Oakley in the thumbnail. 121 views. Fame almost destroyed me. 195. Listen, I want to hear what he has to say about self-love because he got it done.
TikTok for Tanacon. And that's been interesting. And it was very dark. You know, it was kind of a lot for me to talk about. It was something that was pretty vulnerable and a piece of my story. I actually cried when I posted it just because it felt very vindicating and very validating to be able to share my story so authentically and without reservation and simply just being able to share the journey that I've been on. And so...
the journey's usually the part that you remember anyways.
So I posted this TikTok. It goes viral. I'm talking about my trauma, my PTSD diagnosis, how I got addicted to Adderall and all these things from my past. I didn't read the comments, but my friends told me that they were really horrible and negative.
I just think that actively choosing to not read comments when you're putting your story out there and not even wanting to hear another perspective except for yourselves says so much about you. Yes, I really understand, like, social media can be a cesspool, blah, blah, blah. But, like, the refusing to read comments about a situation shows a lot of ignorance, by the way.
So, of course, you know, one of my friends told me that people felt like I didn't acknowledge my mistakes. I guess I had looked up to this icon named TANA MONGEAU, right?
Jesus fucking Christ. You were the talent manager. If anything, TANA MONGEAU was looking up to you. To you. How are you boasting that they've never seen a talent manager so amazing, so amazing? The big, beautiful influencer manager. They've just never seen such amazing. How can you do that, but then be like, oh, I was so looking up to her.
And thought that she would vindicate me. I thought that she would be the person.
She was done wrong by you, and not only was she personally affected by you, professionally she was affected by you. People still bring it up to this day, clearly, you. She should have dropped your ass, exposed your ass, sued your ass, all these different things.
To, I don't know, validate whatever I was looking for at that time in the industry and working in social media.
She probably would have sued your ass if you didn't file for bankruptcy. The big, beautiful influencer manager.
And that she would love me because I put on this project for her and all the things that I would do that would make her love me and see me and validate me, right?
Dude, this is dumb as fuck. This is dumb as fuck.
Anyways, I guess I brought my concern about capacity, right? I brought it up to Tana. As you can see in the clip, she was excited by the capacity issue and essentially pushed it off to me, being like, we love that crisis for you. Instead of stopping me saying you should cap it at 1,200 or, you know, whatever the capacity is, and we should stop there, she was very excited about the chaos that would ensue. So, of course, I thought that was the right thing to do. And I was young, I was naive, I just wanted to...
If you were young and naive, then why are you calling her out for that same time period when she was younger than you?
Please her and let my instincts go. So I take full accountability for my greed and my lack of setting proper boundaries with Tana, my lack of letting my...
Yeah, it was greed. So then you can't fucking use the card of I was so young. You were so young and greedy.
My true self speak, and I should have known
it really is obsessive behavior. I'm so glad Tana is not responding to it.
Apologize to everyone that was impacted by my mistake, and that led to multiple mistakes throughout, right? And I'm sorry. Now, I don't blame Tanacon for what happened after, right? My addiction, my overeating, all of my things. I don't blame Tanacon for that. Yeah, I mean, I came on social media and like these videos to help people and to help people see that no matter how dark it...
These videos are supposed to help people? I don't even think they're helping you. This has 59 views. I don't even think Tana's aware of it.
Gets, no matter how bad we have it, there's a way forward and there's a way to move.
Yeah, he literally saying that he's not blaming Tanacon for all those things, but his previous 7 videos were blaming Tanacon for all of them.
Out of that darkness and to see light. And I want to be a person that can help do that for you and for anyone else that's struggling, you know? Getting back on social media has really been a path of self-discovery and a path of learning who I am. And I think that's a really unique tool to do that, right? You have this sort of mirror that you can look into that is a cell phone and curate all the versions of yourself because you're not performing for anyone else. You're only performing for yourself. So you're able to see and sort of learn who you are through this unique mirror, which I am calling content therapy, if you will. And it's really helpful. It's actually something that I'm learning to do for myself. And I'm hoping that one day I can teach you how to do that too, especially after I hid myself because I got canceled and everything that happened with Tanacon and Dr. Phil. And
oh my God, I'm so over people just... buzzword.
My personality and the parts of my true self sort of die because I thought that they were wrong. So I'm coming back to that. And I hope that in these videos, you can sort of see that happening in real time because I'm feeling much better. And I want to...
Him and Alexa Nicholas in a room. Who's winning in a crazy off? Low key, I think it's going to be head to head. It's going to be head to head.
Make videos that inspire you guys and teach you and show you what I've been through and help you get on the path to being the best version of yourself and to become who you're really meant to be. If that means being an influencer, if that means being
Alexa for sure.
Whatever it means for you, being that. And hopefully you can learn from my story of what I did wrong and all the things that I've done wrong, and I can show you and we can learn together. Anyways, today's video is I am proud of what I learned from Tanacon. Yeah, it sucked. If you have questions, we can talk about it at some point. Sure, I'll answer questions here and there because like, why not? That's part of owning it. Right? But I'm not here.
Sometimes you're supposed to learn lessons without sending people to the hospital. You know what I mean, Michael?
For the negativity. I'm not here for the darkness. I'm not here for that shit. I'm here for light and love and peace and joy and happiness.
And yet you're making video after video harassing Tana Mojo when she was a kid.
And optimism, and I'm not focusing on negativity. So if you're going to leave me horrible comments about it, just know that I'm not going to engage.
Girl, this has 61 views. I don't think anyone's leaving any comments.
Now, I've learned from my mistakes. I've learned from the event. I've learned who I am. But after I posted these TikToks, I wanted to send them to Shane Dawson and Tana and be like, look at my trauma and look how I've overcome it. But I didn't because it doesn't...
You think too highly of yourself. You care too much about yourself. I promise you they do not give a fuck.
Really matter. It's my story because I'm done living in the past. I'm working on becoming the best version of myself. As I'm rediscovering myself, you should know that these videos... I'm still trying to figure out how I should dress, which is stupid, right? But I changed like 3 times before this video. Where I should sit, where I should put the lighting, all these things just to
seems very materialistic.
Show up and be the best, be my authentic self. And I feel like sometimes this light washes me out and makes my hair...
God, he seems so materialistic.
Look crazy and all these things. And anyways,
Michael,
I'm still trying
our
to figure
time.
a lot of things out, both in content creation and content therapy.
Why is he doing this text on the screen? It looks like a Lana Del Rey album cover when he does
in myself, in my
for
businesses,
real.
in my life, all these things. And I'm really proud of who I've become. And there's days that are better than others, for sure. When I film a video for TikTok, sometimes I feel super confident. Today I feel confident, but like processing and just closing this chapter of my life as I step into a new version of myself. I'm like getting strong. I'm like very proud of who I am. And for so long, I let the world dictate who I was because everyone told me I was evil. So I was like, I must be evil. I hated myself. I hated myself so much. And I want you to know that like, no matter
He is so hopecore.
how dark it gets, there is a way forward.
Do you think he is CapCut Premium? Trust. That subscription renewed.
So with that being said, let's talk a little bit more about Tanacon. The biggest lesson I think I had to learn was to trust myself. And that's still something that I'm learning now. Because, right, I ignored my instinct. My instinct was that there is a concern about capacity, right? Maybe I didn't showcase it. Maybe I didn't talk to Tana right. I definitely wasn't like, there's a concern about, but like,
I'm obsessed with him saying, I had a concern. Did I tell anyone about it? No.
deep down,
Did I look like I was having concerns? No.
subconscious belief related to capacity. And that's when I approached it and I was like, well, what should we do about capacity? And you saw the conversation in the clip. And for so long, I've let Tanacon just define my life and who I am. One mistake in one moment, because I lost everything in that. And it felt like I lost my friends, my career, my home, like everything. So I was so defined by that one mistake. But now I released that. I'm proud of the growth that I made. I took all the pain and all the hate
He's speaking in buzzwords. I'm obsessed.
of the fucking internet, took it in for so long, held it, and then transmuted it and am transmuting it into power and into confidence and motivation and I don't know, but certainly not the darkness that it was. And so a lesson that I learned from that was to trust my instincts, to speak up. Another lesson that I wish I knew was to stop people pleasing, right? You cannot live your life to make other people happy, which
Well, then maybe you shouldn't be an influencer manager where your literal job is to do what the influencers want to like pull off and to make them happy and to make their fans happy. Maybe you shouldn't have been the big beautiful. They've never seen an influencer manager like him. They've never seen just such amazing, so amazing.
I was doing not only in that position, in that moment, at that time with the event, but just in that position, in that career. All of that was seeking love. It was building a mirror for my subconscious in the working reality, in the working world, and hoping that people of high importance like Tana or Shane or Bella or whatever, these influencers
Bella Thorne.
would see me and love me, and that would make me whole. And I was working from a place of scarcity and darkness and want and without.
This is so delusional.
It sucked. Everything I built ultimately became vain at some point. And it was just like,
At some point became vain. Michael, you know that mirror you said you were looking into? Probably a good time to look into it.
a mirror for what I was missing. And if I would have been spiritually awake or consciously awake or just consciously aware of what was going on, I probably would have reacted very different. I was overweight, dressing in all these designer clothes just to let the illusion that I'm successful come in, and so that people would want to work with me and want to give me the opportunity to feel.
When he's bigging up how he looked during this era about like, oh, all these flashy designer clothes and stuff, just want to remind you that like, this is what he looked like. He's talking like he was like dripped out. Like,
feel some sort of connection and love. And now that's starting to come from within. It's starting to be something that like I just
girl, I don't think you have an issue with self-love. I'm just gonna be honest.
have and
And
I
that's
love
beautiful.
and I am, and I'm working on it still. But if I had been the person that I was now when I played at Tanacon, we would never be in this position ever. So I want you to know that I learned from Tanacon, and you can learn from my mistakes too, so that you never make something similar. At least in
Trust, I'm not planning on pulling off a Tanacon anytime soon. Could you imagine a Tanacon going on now if it had ran successfully with what just happened at TwitchCon?
the position of like people pleasing and that sort of situation. I also wish I would have known about my greed. I wish I would have learned that, I don't know, some version of success, even if it was like sold out at 1,200, that's success. Stop, right? It's sold out. You've hit capacity. And for the record, just to throw in here, that was the only venue within reason. That was the only security company that TANA would approve because...
Sorry, I'm so obsessed with him being like, I was greedy. You know, I should have just, whenever it's sold out, I should have just been happy with that. And then he immediately deflects, immediately blames someone else. It's like, it's like his body has a jittering reaction to holding himself accountable for anything.
Because it was VidCon weekend, that like everything was the best that I could possibly do, given the constraints that we had.
Oh my God, so now he's like taking it back.
We had one venue choice. Next,
TANA wasn't supposed to approve it. You were. I don't understand why, like, TANA has a manager. At that stage, TANA was managed by Jordan Morona, who I find so sexy. He could manage me, you know what I mean? But like, he was such a bad manager. Like, I'm rewatching the TANA MTV show right now, and just the thing's crazy. But anyways, TANA had her own manager, Jordan. Your job was to run the event for both of them. That was your job. You are not TANA's manager.
to VidCon. TANA's whole objective was destroy VidCon. We had one venue, one hotel option. Trust me, I called all of them. We had one. We booked it. The capacity was what it was. Tried to make the most of it for TANA, as you saw in the clip. That did not work out. That did not work out at all. But
whose fault is that? Yours.
tried to make the most of it. The security company was the only security company available because the rest had been booked out by VidCon, right? Like the rest of the security companies in the entire
Maybe you just should have done the event.
area were booked by VidCon. So all the constraints that we had were essentially what they were. And that was the best that I possibly had. And I had a backup venue in place, but they doubled.
The best of what you had was people passing out and being taken in stretchers to the hospital and getting third-degree fucking burns. And that's not even including the people that paid a lot of money and didn't even get the event or weren't even allowed into the event.
The price, right? So many things happened. I should have done a better job. Sure. Anyways, I wish I would have let it be. I wish I would have told TANA, no, girl, we're just gonna do it at 1,200. I know that it's not gonna be like a roaring success. Frankly, it's exactly what she wanted to happen, right? She got a ton of people, a ton of press. Everyone was there. I just had to be the bad guy to take the fall for her to take her rise. And she took my voice, right?
My God, TANA didn't rise. If anything, this was such, oh Lord, brother, this guy stinks. TANA dealt with this so publicly, and it was such a stain on her career. It low-key still is.
She literally was not canceled, but took the fact that I was canceled.
That's not true. First, motherfucker, no one knew you except for Segway Guy. I had to title my video Segway Guy Speaks Up because no one knows who you are. But anyways, TANA was canceled. No one knew who the fuck you were.
And made it a fucking podcast.
It was TANA Mojo's name in the headlines, not yours. And also, why are you saying she made the canceled podcast about that?
Crazy. She capitalized on my loss. And
is he saying that TANA Mojo created the canceled podcast to get back at him? Literally one of the most successful podcasts in the world. They've never seen a podcast like it.
And that is some monster shit. Now, not even an apology
Monster
8 years later,
shit.
nothing. Which,
she shouldn't apologize to you. You should be apologizing to her.
fine. Another lesson that I wish I would have known was who the person TANA was. I was just trying to please her because
Shut the
she was a big
fuck up.
YouTuber at the point, and I don't know. I was hoping that I could
She was the YouTuber and you were the boss.
help her. Not help her, but like do a good job for her and that she would love me. That's what I was hoping. And
Oh, brother.
boy, was I wrong. Not only did TANA not love me, she then decided to like tell the whole world to hate me. And so then I felt so much hate in a place in which I wanted just love. And it made it so much worse. It compounded all these issues for me. Then I got publicly shamed on Dr. Phil, and it made it so...
You went on Dr. Phil. You chose to go on TV multiple times.
much worse. Really horrible. Really, really horrible and dark. If I would have showed up as the best version of myself in that dynamic, in that event, in that planning, I would have been a better person. I know that that was just who I was at the time. I did my best and I'm able to grow from it. And I'm thankful for that. I learned bankruptcy law. I learned how to deal with being misunderstood. I learned being canceled, like how to deal with hate, how to overcome it. I carried it in my body for so long. In my body. Like completely over.
I wanted so much love from my client. Like literally.
Just carried it in my body for so long. And I'm ready to let it go. I'm ready to let it go. I released Tanacon from me. I let it go. In case I haven't done that before, I let it go. Even though I didn't get the vindication that I wanted, that I
don't think you've let it go, honey.
got the understanding of what I wanted or what I went through. I know that I was meant to learn from it. And I know that I was meant to be the person that I am now. And the person that I'm becoming, I love very, very much.
We can tell.
I know that that helped shape me into who I am. And it sucked. It sucked. My greed got the best of me, my insecurities. If I had the confidence to speak up to TANA and the maturity to know better, I was a kid. I was really just a kid. Emotionally, mentally, you can say 21's not a kid, whatever the fuck. That's a kid. That's a kid. That is...
No kid has the ability slash funding to be able to pull off a huge convention, which is why you were able to attempt to do it, because you weren't a kid. And also, Tana was younger than you.
It's literally a kid. And if I had had this mentality then, it would have been totally different. But there was no adults in charge. I mean, it was me and Tana. Like, Tana's manager was probably the
You were hired to do the job. You are not an adult. You're not a fucking child.
oldest one of all of us, Jordan, and Bella's manager. But like, ultimately, a bunch of kids running the show. And everyone got
Also, why the fuck is he not blaming Jordan Morona instead of Tana?
a moment in culture that capitalized on my collapse. And it hurt me for a very long time, because all I was a symbol of failure, at least to myself, right? I was like, this is what I'm defined by. And now it's okay. I know that it's been a long time, and I'm like, have held on to it for a while. And a piece
It's been a long time, so you're choosing to bring it up. Okay. Again.
to me still held on to it for so long, just because I was scared to show up on the internet again and get attacked. But like, I don't really care about people's opinions
It seems that you're provoking people.
like that. And now I'm practicing becoming the best version of myself. And the best version of me definitely doesn't go into a spiral because someone on the internet didn't like what happened at Tanacon. Well, you didn't plan it. You weren't there. You're not in my position. How about you try to spread some love and some light and some understanding? God, have some grace and not just be dark and negative and wish the worst on people, because it really
You could say that you're wishing the worst on Tana in these videos, by the way. You could say that you're not putting out positivity.
affected me. Cancel culture has a cost, and I paid the price before anyone knew what it was. And maybe I put myself
I love this. When he like continues to reiterate that he was the first victim of cancel culture.
through that. Sure, maybe I put myself through it, but I also know that I was meant to learn and grow, and it sucked, and I'm still growing and I'm still recovering, and I'm thankful for everyone in my life that has been there for me through all this period of change and growth, because I was so lost. And I find it sad that people like Tana or even Shane have such massive platforms for change and they don't do anything with it.
Since when did Shane Dawson or Tana Mongeau have a platform for change? I have never, ever, ever once looked at Shane Dawson or Tana Mongeau and be like, that's a platform where they, encourage change.
And they would let someone like me, who they knew was a child, take
Tana was younger than him. And you weren't a child.
such an intense fall and not offer any
God.
ounce of support, but instead chose to villainize me. Everyone loves a villain, bitch. Everyone loves a villain. I love Ursula, Cruella de Vil, Maleficent, but like, I didn't deserve that. And I forgive the world for treating me that way. It's hard. I forgive myself. I sat in front of the
He forgives the world. That's beautiful.
mirror 2 days ago after the gym and just talked to myself and let myself know that I forgive myself. I know I've been through a lot, and you guys are probably like, why is he making these videos? What the fuck are these videos even about? But they're really just about me sharing who I am now and what I've been through and what I've learned, in hopes that you can learn from it. And I'm gonna try to get better with it, because some of these videos, like the one that I posted, the fame almost destroyed me, I had good intent, but I feel like I was coming off a little performative still, and I
I don't think that many people saw it. Don't worry.
want to perform. I just want to be me, and I hope that you love me for me.
21 is a baby, but Tana being 19 is his role model. No, he's just full of shit.
Because I love me for me, and I'd love for you to be in that light and that journey with me, and together we can grow, and I'll help you grow.
You're going to help us grow?
And you can learn, right? If you want to be an influencer, girl, I've been managing influencers for 12 years. I can help you.
But here you are crying about your influencers that you weren't even managing, but were hired to run an event with, not liking you, and you finding love within their love for you. Like,
if you want to be a YouTuber, I can help you. If you want to become the best version of yourself and share that
oh my God, he's going to sell an MLM or something.
best version of yourself with the world, which is what influencing really is, I can help you do that. I'm learning to do that for myself, and together we can walk that path. Anyways,
are these videos meant to be him, like, becoming a manager? Like, he's trying to get back into influencer management again? This is bonkers.
I guess this
Life
video is about
coaching,
closure,
oh, yeah.
to close the loop. And, I have the Tanacon documentary on my YouTube channel private under like the members only section. I think I'm going to make that available to the public for free, because I don't care what people think anymore. You're going to think whatever you want to think. You can think that I was evil. You can think that I had malice. I didn't.
I don't think you're evil. I don't think you have malice. I think you're delusional.
You can think that I fucked up, which I did, and I'm learning from it. And that's all one can do. And I'm sorry that my decisions and my immaturity and all of my problems affected you. Truthfully sorry. Truthfully sorry. And I've taken the action to change that. And if I can start to put myself back out there in the world after such an intense spiral of addiction and self-hate and obesity and loathing and all of these things, you can too. You weren't even canceled, babe. Like, what are you doing? Literally, stop hiding and be your best self.
This is so beautiful and marvelous.
And I think that I just want you to know that I love you and I love me. And frankly,
we love you, Michael. It's like when Taylor holds up the heart for Fearless. We love you, Michael.
As I have been about TANA, I still have love for TANA.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Lord, let it go. Listen, if you don't want to let Tanacon go, fair. Let the TANA MONGEAU person go. You're referencing someone when they were a child.
Planet. And I wish that she would have treated me differently, for sure, because I paid the price.
Why is he saying obesity like it's a slur? He's like that one fucking streamer or YouTuber who accepted an award and he was like, I was bullied. I felt ugly. And everyone goes, aw. He goes, I felt fat. And everyone goes, aw. And he goes, I felt gay. And the crowd immediately starts like, huh? And he goes, no. Yeah, Fussy Chib. He goes, I felt fat. I felt ugly. I felt gay.
In so many ways. Bankruptcy, addiction, like so many ways. And it's been so dark and so hard to climb and get to this point. But again, if I can...
It's crazy that like the text on the screen is just, it's so normal to me now. I'm like, yeah, of course.
Do it, you can do it. And I'm going to continue to make videos, right? I'm going to continue to hopefully make things that teach you and inspire you. And together we can learn as I find my voice, as I find my place in the world, as I find my passion and rediscover all the pieces of myself. Hopefully I can show up, be the best version of myself now after I mistakenly showed up as a poor version of myself then. I know that I was not the person I should have been when I planned the Tanacon, and now I'm the person that I want to share with you, or I'm becoming the person that I want to share with the world. And thank you for giving me a chance. Thank you for hearing me. I know that
he literally is speaking in just girly thing quotes.
My past has really affected a lot of people, and I'm sorry for that. And I wish I would have known the things that I know now. Confidence, speaking up for yourself, stop people pleasing, do what you know, all these things, right? Don't let greed get the best of you. So many things. We can go on and on and on about it. But the biggest lesson that I wish I would have known sooner is that I'm worthy of love myself, and I don't have to show up. I'm still working on it, right? I'm still insecure at times, and I'm still trying to reclaim the pieces of myself that I can share with the world and do that. And together we can do that together. But I know that
did we have to come up with that together?
If I would have been a different person, the person that I am now, Tanacon would not have came out the way that it did. And I let greed get the best of me. I let insecurity get the best of me. I let lack of boundaries, lack of being able to speak up, wanting to people please, wanting to be loved.
But I thought you were the big beautiful influencer manager. You know what I mean?
Scarcity, fear, all these things caused Tanacon and caused me to fall into a dark pit of self-hatred and loathe.
He finna be in the pit.
And obesity and addiction and the darkest point in my life. And I don't want to ever go back there, ever. And I don't think I'll ever have to. And I think together, all of us can take one step towards the light every day and reclaim our best selves. And you're not
towards the light.
Not defined by your past. You're not defined by your trauma. You're defined by who you choose to show up as in the world. And if you want to show up as a beacon of light and hope.
He's like, his version of the Fussy Chip thing is, I felt obese. I felt cancelled. I felt manipulated.
And love, show up and do that. If you want to wallow in pity, you're going to wear it on your body, in your heart, and it's going to continue to weigh you down because I let Tanacon destroy me. I lost myself because of Tanacon. I don't know if this video is going to be the closure that I want it to be for my subconscious or for the world or for my healing journey, but I hope and I feel like and I think that it is. I don't have anything else to like prove. I did my best. I don't need to continue to cycle around it. I don't need to continue to make videos trying to vindicate myself. I do know,
but you just said that you're going to continue to make videos.
Know that when I came back to social media, I would have to address it. I've addressed it. I told my story from what happened. There's nothing else really to say. I'm willing to talk about it if you have questions and you can learn from it, sure. But I don't think it's something that like I need to carry on my heart with so much shame anymore. Yeah, I played Tanacon and yeah, I fucked up, but I've learned, I've grown, I've changed, and I want you to...
Oh Lord, we're gonna get more. Oh, trust.
Give me a chance to see that version of me now. I've learned my lessons, and I promise you I'm ready to show up and be the best version of myself. And together we can grow. I hope that my journey inspires you, and I hope that we can learn and continue to grow from our experiences every day. And each week when we do these videos, we uncover a piece of ourselves and a piece.
Oh Lord, we're doing it this time every week. Jesus Christ. I can't believe how much he like reiterates the same shit over and over again. Together we can grow, kind. It honestly is crazy. It's all funny, kiki jokes. I like understand that. But the level of disregard that he has for the dynamic that he had with the client, and also that like he has the ability to infantilize himself, but the person that he's calling a monster every week, he literally called her like that, was younger than him, is crazy. He honestly, I don't think I'm going to learn much from Michael Weist. I'm going to be honest. We'll leave it there. Let's see if he actually stops talking about Tanacon. We'll leave it there for now.